Hey, hi, hello, good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to Harmony Portal Tarot Live. It is very stormy out there, so we have some low lighting situation. I might be closing this window, turning my fan off eventually, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll just close this window. We got a storm rolling in, so hopefully we don't lose power. I think we should be okay. I don't know that it's calling for thunderstorms, just some rain, all fun things. But hello, everybody. Happy Woo Woo Wednesday. How are you? Check on in. Let us know that you're here. We're doing a fun pick a card today. Hi, Amber. We're going to be figuring out what you can expect over the next 3 months. Or for those of you that are watching right now or very soon after I am live or have posted this video, this basically covers the end of 2024. So between now and the end of 2024, but if you're watching this, say, in 2025, 2026, or beyond, kind of like a 3-month and some change window is kind of what we're tuning into now. So yeah, check on in. We got Amber, we got Banana Anna S, Linda H, hello. You Kashvi down with some a bug. I wonder if that's what you're saying. Thanks to things going around at school. Oh no. Well, the only thing we have going around here is crap tons, and I mean crap tons of smoke. We had, it was like just off the charts. I don't know. It's not as bad today. They actually were able to hold sports practices, but the rest of this earlier this week weren't allowed because the air was considered very unhealthy. Let me just see what it's considered now, but I was just like, yeah, like that's the color of the map. I mean, that's scary, right? Scary stuff. But if we zoom out a little bit, so you can see air quality. I mean, it's better today, yesterday, and the day, especially the day before. So that would have been Monday, was like up into the 300, 400. It was very scary stuff. Just you just like eating the air. Just Banana Anna S, are you feeling it too? Yeah, thunderstorms and hail. There's some rain, I think, coming in. Yeah, this is kind of the forecast, the rain there over the next few hours. So we got some rain coming in, and it's cold. It's cooler today. Yesterday it was like 87, I think, when we were out walking at like 5:30, 87 degrees, and now it's currently 63, which feels really nice to actually be out there, but you can't really breathe in the fresh air because it's so smoky. Yes. Oh, Michelle De Leon's here. Hi. How are you? Your mother-in-law's sister in Idaho is getting migraines. Yeah, I had a pretty bad headache and like sore throat, kind of sinusy pressure that kind of almost formed into a headache. It was more like a face ache than a like cerebral up here kind of headache. But yeah, I'm just like, oh, I don't like this. I don't like it at all. So hopefully in the coming days with all this rain we're supposed to get, it will help at least take those particulates out of the air and cleanse. Water's very cleansing. So, and maybe that rain, just maybe, can put some of these fires out around us. And by us, I mean me and maybe other people who live in this area. But it's just like, it's a lot. Oh, it's becoming cold there already. Oh man. Yeah, we have the next 10 days are on the cooler side. So I think summer is officially over as of yesterday. It seems like, unless things change, but they've been known to change. But anyway, how are you all? I am having a great time over here. I made a thumbnail earlier and I felt almost like back to my old ways of working around here on my YouTube channels. And I'm not going to sit here and hold my breath. I mean, maybe I should, there's so much smoke, but I'm not going to hold my breath that YouTube is going to be an avenue for which to really continue outside of just this channel here, but my other channels. I'm going to pop in probably on the Done Creative here and there in maybe the coming month or so, but I guess we'll just see. But again, I'm not holding my breath that that's going to go anywhere or anything's really going to happen, but I'm going to just see what's going on. But I figured I would continue this fun theme of doing pick-a-cards over here on the live stream for the foreseeable future, just to see what's going on. Plus we have our glow box candle giveaway. This is the second to last live stream before we close that out and draw a winner on Friday. So this is the last live stream, this and Friday, so 2 more. So this and that one, the last 2 live streams to get your entries in here. And I found a bigger container that we're going to move everything to probably Friday. We're going to go through and read out each name so everybody can verify that they're in there. And some of you were in there quite a few times, so you have a really good chance. Like Katie R., you, I think, have the most entries, but we'll see. We'll look through it on Friday, which is the day we're going to pull our winner. I think the time has come to turn on this light. Hopefully that's not too bright. Maybe right about there. That's a little warmer. It's very blue in here right now. And not because of the light. It's like blue everywhere. Not so much now. I have the warm setting on there. But anywho, yes, we're going to do our candle box giveaway on Friday, draw the winner. And if the winner is not present, of course, I will email them if I have their contact information. If I do not, you'll just have to be the one to check that live stream and get in contact with me through my email, which is amanda@dunphotodesign.com. And of course, I will be announcing the winner again on Wednesday, just to see if that winner is available. If they're not there Friday, we'll get it ironed out, because I think everybody who has submitted or been entered is pretty much a regular here, or they're here often enough lately that they won't have forgotten about it, hopefully. So yes, and what do you get in the glow box, the glow candle box, glow box candle giveaway? I always forget what I call it. You will get 2 8-ounce size custom candles from me that I made with my own 2 hands. You have to smell them, right? This is kind of just as an example, so you know what's going on with all this. So the lighting is not helpful tonight. This is a self-care kind of glow up, just inside out candle. Fun. And then this one, I love this one, so fun. And I made these as duplicates to the exact copy that I made. Well, not exact, I mean similar theme, but of course the glitter will fall in different places in each one. You know what I mean. As close to a duplicate as you can get without them being the exact same one. Just as examples of some of the candles I do. And then, of course, so you'll get 2 8-ounce customs of your choice, plus and I took them back downstairs, darn it, a pillar. It's like a little chime candle, but not as small as the chime candles that are about this big as this Lemurian quartz, but it's thicker around and a little taller. But it's a reversal spell candle we have a green on top, black on bottom financial reversal. And it's not reversing your finances, but just anything that's standing in the way of you bringing in that abundance. We're going to get you that, the winner, whoever wins. And plus a general reversal, red on top, black on bottom, for anything. And you can just have it in general, or you can have a very specific intention behind that. But I call it general just to mean you as the person getting the candle and using it can subscribe or ascribe anything you want to that. So yeah, and then I have a couple other little goodies I'm gonna put in. Maybe the winner's gonna be very excited. I really hope the winner's gonna be excited. But anywho, enough about all that. But just so you know, tonight is the second to last day / night to get in on that. And then we're going to timestamp for our pick a card. So let's go to 9:05 for pick a card selection. And I'm writing these timestamps down. So pile 1, we had this card. And I can't hold all the cards and all the crystals up at once. So I'll show you each individual one. And then I'll just put the crystals down and let you look at all 3 of the cards at the same time. So pile 1 is this amethyst with this card. Ooh, pretty fun. Okay. Pile 2 is this green fuchsite crystal with this card. And I love the fuchsite because, and of course I'll reveal maybe what they say here in a moment. It's pile 2. Pile 3 is this optical calcite, which it's got some like fun little rainbow throws and stuff in it, but hard to see in this crazy lighting situation. Here we go. So there's pile 3. So I'm going to put the crystals down. Let me just say for pile 1, crystal amethyst is really good for honing your intuition, your spiritual gifts. It's good for people who have addictions or just want that support to stay away from the things they know are harmful. That could include your belief systems or your thoughts. Green fuchsite is a very calming stone. It's really good for channeling or bringing in that joy. It's also a very spiritual stone as well. And then optical calcite, again, another spiritual stone. I picked 3 spiritual stones, or 3, I mean, many stones help with spirituality. But I love optical calcite because it's like getting clarity. And each of these stones, I hope, will make sense as to why I chose them for the cards that I chose them for. So anyway, I will reveal what the cards say once you pick pile 1, 2, or 3. So do I have these in the right order? So pile 1, oops. Pile 2 is the middle here, and pile 3. So hopefully are these backwards for you guys? You'll have to let me know. They're probably backwards. Yeah, I'm going to assume they're backwards. If they're backwards, meaning normally I go left to right. Are these backwards for you guys? I'm pretty sure they are. But yes, pile 1, pile, oops, did you see that? Pile 2, and then pile 3. They are backwards. Okay, so then let's do this. Apologies. Okay. Yes. Okay. So pile 1, 2, and 3. And if you want more than one, if more than one calls to you, great. If not, great. There we go. Okay. So here we go. We are going to start with pile 1. So we did our card selection. It just takes a bit of tedious time here because, you know, we're live, so we can't edit all this out. I wish we could. Maybe we can, and I just don't know that. I don't know. Pile 1. Your timestamp is 12:13. I'm going to write pile 2, pile 3, and then we'll fill in the timestamps accordingly. All right, pile 1 with the amethyst, you have the shaman card, lunatic, insights, and cosmos. And what I'm seeing with this is being able to go your own way. And that song by, I think it's Fleetwood Mac, Go Your Own Way, popping into my awareness. And it does that from time to time. That's not a song I listen to ever, really. I mean, I've heard it plenty of times, but I don't ever actively seek that song out to listen to. Like, I don't think it's definitely not on any of my playlists or anything. So when that song pops in, I'd say a great number of different times that I've done pick-a-card readings in the past for whatever reason. So let's get some more guidance for pile 1. And this is a pick a card on what you can expect for the next 3 months. And for those of you watching right now, let me plug in my laptop. Those of you watching right now or very close to the time I'm uploading / filming this / live with this, which is September 11th. This is kind of just taking you, of 2024, by the way. This is taking you through the end of this year. So between now and the end of 2024, if you're watching this much later, about 3-ish months, maybe 3.5 months is kind of the span, because there really are no hard stops to these energies. They, you know, ebb and flow, whatever. Here we go. Pile 1. We have the Justice card. Stick to your truth and everything will turn out fine. And for some of you, this is about having a better work-life balance or family and alone time balance or being out, being home balance. You know, there's a yin and a yang kind of energy dichotomy that needs kind of balance out here for you in your energy. But over these next 3 months, you're going to find those moments, but it's going to be you being very proactive to seek those times or to set specific boundaries to make sure that balance is there. It can come help and assist you, but you're going to have to kind of do your heavy lifting to bring that balance in for yourself, especially those of you that are dealing with overwhelm at work or around the house or whatever. Setting very clear boundaries or expectations or like intentions, or letting others know what you are expecting. But we also have the Queen of Pentacles. There's no need to sacrifice. You can have it all. And that's the thing, I think, with this. And here the cloak is hung up. It's a very similar cloak in each of these depictions here. It's like you can have it all, but not all at once, or not all in the same, guns blazing. Like, I want the perfect family life. I want the perfect home life. I want the perfect work life. I want the perfect, like, hanging out with my friends, whatever, all the different areas of life. Usually one or two of those have to suffer so one can really shine. It really is a balancing act. And you guys are, at the very least, learning to perfect this balancing act or kind of right the ship a little bit over these next 3 months. But some of you are finding new ways to make money, or even ways to save money that are going to almost make you feel like you're making more money because you're finding ways to save money. Or a bill that some of you have been having to pay for quite some time now is now paid off, or they've, decided, oh no, you've actually overpaid, so here's money back, something like this. And for others of you, you're finding money, like what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is back in the day in the 90s, like late 80s, early 90s, even into mid 90s, when payphones were a thing. Every time that I'd see a payphone as a kid, I would run. I would not walk. I would run and check the little coin return spot of that. And more often than should be, like, what's the word, like, probable, I would find a quarter. And one time I found like 4 quarters. Another time I found like 2, 3 quarters. Like, I mean, more than just one random quarter. I would find quarters all the time. And then I would be walking, like, from my mom's car into the store or something, and I'd find like a wadded up $5 bill or $1. Like, I'd find money all the time as a kid. A penny here, a penny there. And I just had this jar. I had this trunk that I had a key and a lock. But I had this jar that I put all my found money in, and I wouldn't let myself spend it. But I really got quite the accumulation of money, and eventually I did spend it. Kids with their willpower, it's a thing. But there might be some money you're finding, pile 1. So that's, and even if it's just a small little amount, don't poo-poo on that, because that is a blessing still coming to you, and just kind of an indication of letting you know there's further blessings coming. All right, let's see what else pile 1 needs to know. 3 of Cups. Come together with your coven or your friends, your family, the people that really feel like home to you. Or maybe you're having them over for a fun game night, or, not maybe sleepover. That's kind of, maybe adults really don't do that, but maybe you are having a friend come in or a family member come in from out of town, so you're staying in the same place, something like this. But there is this deep need over these next 3 months for you to have deeper connections. And not to say that your online friends or people that you talk to on Facebook that you do know in quote unquote real life or whatever, but your only communication with them is usually online. There just really is something about being in someone's energy field, like literally 5 to 6 feet away from them or less. It's so important for our own just feeling of connectivity as humans, that you're really leaning into that especially because these next 3 months, for those watching right now, this is the holiday season. This is the holiday season that we're coming into over these next 3 months. All right, what else? But there's definitely this element of healing for you, group 1, because of the card you used to select your pile. And just knowing, like, without knowing how but very clear, cognizant energy coming for you, or that you're just in this energy field. And her little notebook here says, am I crazy, or is it the moon? No, it's the moon. But maybe you guys are finding ways to take more of your power back, in many regards. Be it the moon, the matrix, that boss that you feel like they have you under their thumb. You're finding ways to take your power back, group 1. All right, so I feel like we need one more. Let's do a mindful message for the next 3 months for group 1. What does group 1 need to know over these next 3 months? advice, wisdom, guidance. We have casting spells. And it says here, the words I speak and the stories I tell are like spells. What I say and believe, I attract more of. So I shift my story from lack to abundance, from victim to empowered, and from complaint, I can read, I swear, to gratitude. Now, when I speak to others through my words, I am casting beautiful spells. And this is something that I stopped doing a while back now. When, my kids wake up, I used to be like, oh, good morning, But listen to this. And this is something Carrie Kay said on a video today that I'm like, yes, I've been very aware of this. And we even talked about the words that we use and the kind of double meanings of certain words, even if they're spelled slightly different or completely different, but they sound the same as another word. And that is like good morning. Well, what do you do when you go to a funeral is you mourn, or, you're grieving someone, you're mourning. Well, why would we start a whole new day mourning? That's weird. That's weird. And when we wake up from being asleep, we are now awake. Well, awake is also something we do when we mourn people. We go to we have awake, or there is a wake, meaning a funeral. The wording, you guys, this is not by accident. This is not by accident. And even the work, your week, like WEAK, during the work week. And then by the weekend, you're feeling weakened. This has bothered me for a very long time. I'm making people aware as I can, but I'm just like, oh yeah, the spelling. So I'm finding, instead of saying good morning to everybody, I say grand rising. And of course, I've gotten a few weird looks, like, when I was with my mom, going through the coffee line and like, oh, grand rising to the gal working the coffee thing. She's like, oh, thank you, you too. Like, she was kind of taken aback, like, who says that? Who talks like that? Where are you from? But I think our words matter because they really are spells. So group 1, remember, when you say things like, oh, my head is killing me. I used to say that all the time when I get a migraine or something. Oh, my head's killing me, my back's killing me. No, it's not. Stop saying things like that. Yes, we can be dramatic, but your words are spells. So be very mindful of that over the next 3 months, group number 1. All right, let me put these back. We're going to timestamp for group number 2, which we did all of group 1. Group 2, sorry, I just heard my kids get home. Wrigley's home from soccer practice. Well, the whole group of the 3 guys that live here are home. But it was Wrigley, the reason they were gone. Okay, so pile 2, 2227. Timestamp for pile 2. And you have the green fuchsite crystal. Very pretty, very fun, very shiny. And we have the energy card, power, aura, and depletion. Call your energy back to you. So it's interesting because the energy card, the two of the 3 words at the bottom here, power on one end and then depletion on the other. It's like a battery, you can be fully charged up, power, ready to go, and then depleted when it's about to die, or, even saying, oh, my phone's going to die. That's so dramatic. I mean, yeah, batteries losing juice, it's going to turn off because there's no power to it, but plug it in, comes right back to life. Usually, unless, it got ran over or something. But yes, this really is about what end of that energy spectrum, that power spectrum, are you going to be on? In your power, or are you going to feel all depleted? And we have the word aura right between those group 2. So over these next 3 months, it's going to be up to you as like a personal responsibility to call your energy back to you. And she almost does have this kind of bubble around her that she's maybe formed herself. And she does look to be in this like cosmic bathtub here with all these flowers growing up around her. But what I'm seeing with this is you being very protective of the energy, the people, the things that come into your physical aura, but also your energetic aura, including in the astral realm when you go to sleep. You do even have the power, group 2, and everybody listening, to not go to the astral realm when you sleep. Instead, one thing that I do that's very powerful is to put this bubble of protection. I call it the womb, the uterine energy. I just cocoon myself up into this very womb-like space that's very protective, amniotic fluid and all, because that I just envision this amniotic fluid is cleansing and clearing and recalibrating me as I sleep. And I don't remember to do this every night, but it's kind of this thing I put on as a reminder on my phone. And some nights that I'm up reading past my bedtime reminder on my phone, sometimes I forget to set those intentions, but usually when I'm going to bed right at my bedtime, I remember because it pops up, or I just remember just naturally. But it's very important to protect your energy, not only when you're awake, awake, when you're mourning. If you wonder why I laughed at that, go check out group 1. Those of you watching live, you know why. But yeah, when you are not asleep, it's very important to protect that energy, but it's also just as important when you are asleep to protect that energy. So let's get some additional guidance, especially where your energy levels are concerned, because they may be like this over these next 3 months, but you setting those intentions, clearing the energies, clearing any cords, clearing any contracts, just doing your spiritual due diligence to live your best human incarnation at this time is going to be very potent and very powerful over these next 3 months for you, group number 2. All right. Well, these two could not separate themselves. So this is a message together. So we have 6 of Swords, all aboard which it's time to write a new chapter. She's going on a trip. It looks like a very solo trip at this point, but she's packed a lot of bags. So we also have the King of Cups. Always compose yourself before giving a response are the little tidbits of information here. But some of you may be going on a trip either by yourself or with somebody who means a lot to you in their masculine energy. But this feels like a more calm and balanced approach, not someone who's over the top, but they're very balanced. So between power and depletion, they're somewhere in the neutral zone, right in the middle there. And this can even be your energy, is just to kind of try to keep yourself calibrated to this kind of neutral zone where, once in a while to have something exciting is awesome, but try to keep those, just feeling down on your luck and just woe is me and a lot of anxiety. But, clearing your energy field can really help, especially if the anxiety is caused by outside factors that have nothing to do with you. By you cleansing your energy, you may feel a lot less anxiety over these next 3 months, but there's definitely some sort of trip or travel. This could also be a lot of online communication back and forth with somebody, and somebody watching right now, you're actually meeting someone online, like boyfriend, girlfriend, that you're going to be in back and forth communication with, but it's very fun banter. It's not over the top, but it's not boring either. Like, hi, how are you? Good, fine. How are you? Oh, I'm okay. What have you been doing? Just very surface level. No, this is back and forth, but you're kind of getting to the depth and even learning more emotionally about somebody. This could even be someone who's, in your physical reality, in your awareness, that you're not just communicating with back and forth, but there may be maybe even this need to step back for some of you from social media or just being chronically online to bring better balance to your energy. Because for some of us, for many of us, when we're on our device or on a computer for work, or it can you just start to feel run down and you don't even really know why. Well, that's usually a reason why. So if you are feeling just this drain of energy, just stepping away from the screens, very, very important. Okay. And you may be having little interruptions like Wrigley here. All right, let's get one more of the tarot cards.
Let me pull it.
Okay, Wrigley's gonna pull it for pile 2. So
One pile 2?
Yeah, just one card. Just one card.
This one.
All right. So we have here the Patient Witch, which is the Hanged Man, the Hanged One, the Hanged Woman, whatever we're calling this. So these next 3 months may feel like things are in limbo. Things are a bit off. But it's interesting because he actually pulled this in reverse. So for those of you that already have felt like you've been in this energy of everything just being like, when is something going to happen? It's going to be over these next 3 months. For those of you that things have been moving fine and fast and fancy-free, you're kind of coming now into this slower period where things are slowing down a bit. But again, this doesn't have to mean that everything's falling apart and going off the rails. No, it just means it's giving you more time for self-care, for taking care of your own energy field, and to just kind of be in your own energy, your own thoughts, your own spiritual leveling up. that you're not go busy all the time. There may be moments of busyness and communication with people and what have you, and then you are ready to pull yourself back again.
Wait, can I pull another card?
All right, let's get the mindful message. Wrigley's going to pull this one.
That's something cool.
Oh, and pile 2, the sun card, staring us in the face, and I love the sunflowers. So yeah, the sun. So things are going to be looking up. Yeah, so I mean, any 3.5 month period in any given person's life, it's this deck, is going to have its ups and downs regardless. So this is just, par for the course. All right,
Faster.
Can you not be rude? So there may be someone rude in your energy.
I don't know.
All right.
You can have that.
Okay, you got to go now.
Really, do it?
Yeah.
Why?
All right, inspiration board, or otherwise known as a vision board to some. I'm going to read what it says here. If I am ever feeling down or bored, I spend time creating a vision board to place in my home. I fill it with quotes, pictures, and desires that bring me inspiration and joy. So, vision board time. And of course, kind of winding down the year, if you're watching at the time of my posting, this kind of is a perfect time, especially toward the end of the winding down of this year, with all the New Year vibes. I mean, me personally, I really tune in New Year, new me, who dis vibes closer to like March, April. And I always thought, for some weird reason, as a kid, I'm like, well, I just feel like it's New Year's, or like I'm ready for this new beginning in April because it's my birthday. I always just thought that, but I think it's just that natural energy of springtime. That's when things are coming alive. The dead of winter, where I live, is when New Year's happens. It does not feel like appropriate at that time to be starting all these new things. It just, for me personally, it just doesn't. I don't know. But going more toward the seasons, or according to the seasons, just feels more appropriate.
All right, I gotta pull another card.
Okay, and then you gotta go, okay?
Why?
Because I'm working. And I did not prepare for you to be here.
Well, you're supposed to, I guess.
We have one in upside down, so we fix that. All right. So, hope that resonated for you. Pile 2. We're moving on to pile 3. 3155.
There's a rainbow.
Yep. Okay. So, put that one back. And
Did you ever see that?
I'm just shuffling the deck real quick. Pile 3. We're going to get right into it.
And it's watching
Okay. So, you have the optical calcite, being able to see to the truth of a situation. Look at that. So fun. I wish you guys could see the rainbows in this. I mean, you maybe kind of can. A little bit. Oh, a little bit. It's just so pretty. I could just sit and stare at it, which I have. I have done that many times with this because it's just so fun. I just keep it on my desk to like look at. But you have the Seeker card.
I quit.
We have, could you surrender just a bit more? And as humans, that is sometimes one of the hardest things to do, is surrender and just, it is what it is. This is where I'm at. Not that fatalistic kind of surrender where we give up. Bye. Someone may be giving up. It's him right now, leaving the building. Okay. But yes, it says all-seeing eye, spirit, and release. So for some of you, over these next 3 months, pile 3, your spiritual, like especially the clairvoyance and that like third eye activation, all that stuff is going to be really ready. And you may even have something you're wanting to say. Like you're ready, you're excited, and communication doesn't have to just be the throat that you're having something to say. Maybe you're writing it, typing it, whatever. But there's something you have to say, and there's going to be, I'm seeing like this, it's like lining up for a concert. Like there's a line out the door and around the block. Like people are lining up to hear what you have to say, pile 3. So I don't know if you're coming into like a new community or someone's releasing something out into the world, like a book or a podcast or starting a YouTube channel. There's something you're doing where you're gaining some sort of respect and notoriety. It's very 6 of Wands meets the star energy, which exciting because normally I wouldn't see all that with this type of card. The Seeker is usually more hermit and high priestess vibes, but I'm totally seeing like that line out the door. So people are lining up like, take my money. I want what it is you're selling kind of vibe. That's what I see. All right. So here we go. Ooh. Eight of Wands. So there's the star. I was talking about the star, but Eight of Wands is like all these little witches here going out to cast a spell or to meet on the full moon or, whatever it is they're doing. But things are happening. This is like, boom, quick energy, smooth energy, light a fire underneath your cauldron and go, go, go. It's time. It's time. So group 3, if there's something that you've been kind of clicking your heels or what's the word? Like digging in your heels, not clicking your heels. That's Dorothy. No place like home, no place like home. But like digging your heels in or putting something on the back burner or waiting for the perfect opportunity, the perfect time, the perfect whatever. No. Just get started on something. Or if you've already gotten started on it, continue. Just keep going on this group 3 because over these next 3 months, you're gaining some major like leaps and bounds. Like you're jumping forward. It's very like draw back your bow and then release that arrow. Let it, like quantum leap you. You may even literally be shifting timelines. And of the 3 piles, pile 3, you guys are like, yes, very spiritual, like quantum leaping, quantum jumping, third eye activation. You're very much in your spiritual zone, but there's something also very grounded about how you're bringing these gifts online or, allowing spirit to play in your life, which is really cool. And then here, have faith that healing is in the forecast. So some of you may literally be going on a journey of healing or learning more about healing, helping others. Maybe someone starting a business or trading services where you're healing and doing readings or, you're exchanging your service for something that someone's healing you, something like this. There's a very healing energy. It doesn't have to be like quantum healing or Reiki healing or anything like that. But whatever it is you're exchanging, even if you're exchanging money for this, there's a healing element. Say, example, I got all these candles sitting here. You buy a candle and then in exchange you're getting healing for that, something like that. It's time though. Whatever it is you're working toward, group 3, it's time. And you've known that for a while, or you've been hoping that for a while maybe, but it's time. It's time. Woo. And we have here the 10 of Swords because you're ready to be out of this just toxic, nasty, unhealed energy. You're ready for this healing. You're ready to put it literally says curse on this bottle. So some of you are maybe even clearing curses, or this is interesting. I'm seeing someone doing all this healing on themselves and you're running into, it feels like an ancestral, like a seal put on your ancestry. And this is interesting because Raylene from Roots Restored Wellness was talking about seeing it, in a post she had, if there are seals that were maybe put on by one of your own ancestors on your ancestral line, or to keep you in poverty, or to keep you chronically ill, or whatever it is, to somehow either harvest, harness, or suppress your energy. This is somehow being lifted or revealed for what it is because you're tuning in and you're seeing to the truth of something. And of course, some of these seals that can be put on our energy, they can be put with like some sort of fail safe that if someone's messing or discovers this and tries to remove it or manipulate it, that there are these fail safes in place by the person who put it there, or the entity, or whatever collective that put it there. And one, I guess, grand example of this could be our human, I guess, chakra system. Those to me do feel like seals that are put on different energy centers within our body. They don't feel natural, but it's like, be careful what you're doing. Just very, very much tuning into your own spirit's guidance, and allow. This is something when my human self doesn't know what to do, or I run into kind of a brick wall with my own healing. And this is something I was doing earlier today with the shamanic journey I was doing. I kind of ran into territory where I'm like, I've never seen this before. I don't know what to do. So instead of me just trying to, roll up sleeves and just bust through that wall, or, whatever it is, I said, okay, my true spirit, you know what this is. You got me. I give you my own true spirit. I give you permission to either leave this, deal with this, dissolve this, whatever it is. Boom. Oh, you got the view that the blueprint course might. Yeah. And that's what I was doing. That's what I was doing today. Amber, we're on the same wavelength. Yes. During that, it was the DNA, it was the birth, going back to your birth and restoring your DNA blueprint. I didn't get to the soul blueprint part of that course yet. I'm slowly working my way through. So so weird that you're talking about her. And yes, that's what I was doing earlier today. But yes, this is, you're running into something that may be kind of dicey, or it's almost like you have a ticking time bomb, you know, healingly and energetically speaking, that you discover in your own energy field as you're tuning in, and you don't know what to do with that. Call on your own spirit to, release it, or to, dismantle the bomb, or, whatever it is that it may be. Call on your own true spirit, because your true spirit knows you and these circumstances that surround you way better than anyone or anything else anyway. So ask your true spirit to help you to basically put these poisons or wounds, lay down these burdens. But I'm just going to read it here. Hurt people, and hurt witches, hurt witches. And this does feel, for some of you, pile 3, this is someone in your own ancestral line. This feels like at least 6, 7, 8 generations back. This is a while back, but not so far back that you couldn't somehow find these people in your ancestry chart. So if you're going, I'm seeing for someone it's 5, for someone else it's 6, for someone else it's 7 generations back. So if you have access to your own family line, and I would say start at your father's father's line, because that's that the name that you have carried if you're born in the US. I know there are places like parts of Canada and France where the mother will keep her maiden name. I'm not sure exactly how that works, but you want to check your father's fathers and keep going back. Father, 6. For some of you, it's 5. For some of you, it's 6. And for some of you, it's 7 generations back. And for someone, it's literally generations 5, 6, and 7, because all 3 of those generations were like magicians of some sort, but like it feels dark. It's not exactly love and light. And this exact message may not apply to everybody who selected pile 3, because we went off the rails. So if that doesn't resonate, please do not take that as your message. But for those of you that are like, yeah, I can see that, I feel it somehow, do some investigation into your father's 5, 6, 7 generations, maybe even go 8 generations back, just to see if anything's intuitively clicking for you. Just to see. I was thinking about my mom's grandfather. You said father's father. Well, hey, Jessica, for you, it may be that instead of the father's father, it's the mother's father. And then you can follow that father line. So once you get to that grandfather, keep going father, and see where that takes you. Trust your own intuition. If I say mother, and that resonates for you, take your resonance. If a specific name pops out or a date, if it is difficult to find, you can do journeying. And even if you don't know the specifics, you can just tune in anywhere in your own DNA and ancestry that has, negatively impacted you. Allow your true spirit to come in and dismantle that bomb or that curse or that energy out of your line. And those that come between you and that energy will also have that released. And anyone that comes after you in your direct family line will have that released as well. All right, so let's get the mindful message for group 3, and then we're going to move into we so far have 2 donations, a full read from Katie and a 1 card from Marlene, and I'm going to enter those lovely ladies into our candle glow box candle giveaway. It's starting to rain. All right, pile 3. Here's your mindful message over the next 3 months. I am enough. Yes. And even looking into this mirror, we've talked about mirror gazing. If you're not sure what mirror gazing is, you can just Google it. Of course, set the intention that you're being protected. Use your intuition, because mirrors are portals, but mirrors can be very healing, cleansing as well. Again, it's like any other tool out there. You can take a random tarot deck or a Ouija board or whatever. It's a tool. But usually when there's nefarious things around, they can sometimes hop in on that tool that you're using unless you set very specific guidelines. Like every single time I pick up a deck of cards for myself, for you guys, for family, friends, other clients, I always set the intention that only source of the original source creator or my own true spirit is coming through these cards. unless I specify otherwise. Like if I'm trying to do a mediumship reading or something like that, I will allow the true spirit of whoever it is the client is contacting or wanting to contact to work through the cards, but only under my true spirit's supervision, that I'm safe, the client's safe, and on and on and on. And, we should even be setting these intentions with our own words. We don't want to, even accidentally be hurting people with our words. But I'm going to read the I Am Enough card. Pile 3. Okay. I am beautiful just as I am. I am loved just as I am. I am worthy just by being me. I don't need to fit in. I just need to be myself, and the right people will come into my life, those who see and appreciate me for all that I am. So especially those of you that have felt less than, or like you weren't enough in some, in looks, in the amount of money you make, in, having all these credentials under your belt or skills or whatever it is. Know that you are, as you are right now, enough. Period. All right. Point blank, period. All right. So there we go. All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah, you were about to say that. Awesome. Yeah, I think a lot of you selected pile 3, and that's why I don't know that reading was longer. It might have been longer. I think it was just slightly longer than the others. Yeah, it's about 10 minutes for pile 1, about 9 minutes for pile 2, and we're about 15 minutes for pile 3. So I guess pile 3 just needed that little extra something there, but I was more than happy to give that to you guys. There we are. All right. So we're going to get into Katie's question. Head over to my email. Open. All right, Katie. Hello again. I hope you're happy and well. I am. Thank you so much. She would like a message from Stacy. All right, we're going to go to the Meraki Tarot. She's here. All right. That's awesome. So let's get into it for Katie. And of course, we still also have our giveaway and our drawing, our regular old tarot reading giveaway that we do most live streams. I think there was only 2 since I started that we haven't done it. One because we got bombarded by trolls and I forgot, and the other one I didn't have enough time between when I started the live stream and when I had to go run out and do some errands, so I didn't do it that one time, and that was a few weeks ago I did that. But every other time we've had our drawing and our giveaway since we started. All right. So for Katie, let's tune into Katie's lovely energy and Stacy's lovely spirit as well. So Katie would like a message from Stacy. Full reading. All right, here we go. 5 of Wands, conflicted energy. Not so much toward you, but just conflicts getting in the way of being able to reach out to you. But again, I feel like the thought, like the brainstorming, like the energy, like there's a lot of activity between you and her in her like thought process, or she's thinking of you kind of vibe. So 6 of Swords is like short distance travel. Also could be online communication, texting back and forth, that kind of thing. So it's like what I'm getting is she wants you to reach out to her. She's feeling a bit shy and conflicted. Like, will she think I'm weird if I like just text her out of the blue randomly, or, whatever it is. But no, it's like she wants you to reach out to her. Even if you're just like, hey, how's it going? We should hang out sometime, and like try to not just say that to say that, but like say that with like follow through. Like, hey, there's this thing going on in 2 weeks from now over here at this thing. I was wondering if you want to go with me. I think that would be fun. Or, if there's some event or thing going on at the kids' school, you guys have the kids that go to school together. Maybe that you guys could run into each other there, or go to the event together, or hang out while you're there together. Let's see her message to you, Katie. 3 of Cups, yeah, because she really vibes with you. This is like soulmate, like soul sister kind of energy, So there's definitely like emotional connection there. And she wants that deep emotional connection with somebody, with anybody, but especially with you, because you seem like, in her opinion at this time, like someone she could really vibe with. And she wants to build a friendship with you because we have the 8 of Pentacles, someone who wants to put in the work. It's just initially to get her started, she's kind of like dragging her feet a little bit because she's like, Shy. It's like shy energy, but yet very active. Like she's very active. And once you get her talking, like when you guys are hanging out, once you get her talking, it's like she's gonna be like, oh my god, I'm like hogging the conversation. I'm so sorry. I normally don't do this, but like get it out, get it out. Like she's so excited to talk to somebody. And especially you, because you have lovely and compatible energy to her that it's like exciting for her. All right, what is Stacy's message to Katie? Temperance. Yeah, she wants to show up as a more balanced, more what I saw was like regal, like, you know, like just very great posture. Like she wants to put like her best foot forward for you. But she feels maybe energetically and maybe even physically she's not feeling her best. Like if she's like not at her happy place, like with her looks or her current weight, or maybe her wardrobe's looking a little run down and she's like, I wouldn't even have anything to wear that like looks even remotely impressive. You know, she's maybe a little down on herself in these regards. She wants to show up to you as someone who looks, feels, and acts very put together. But yet at the same time, she doesn't want to put on a false face, but she just wants to step into her best energy when she's around you. And it may have even caught her off guard when you did see her at the school that day before school started, because she wasn't expecting to run into you. And maybe she was like, I don't know if she touched her hair, was like smoothing down her clothes, like just wish she could have looked a little better for whatever reason. And I don't even think it's like she's trying to impress you, but like you shine so bright to her that she wants to try to match that equally to you, or like feel like she's showing up in her best way for whatever reason. Let's see some guidance. Let's go to this deck. Anything else? Messages from Stacy to Katie. That's where I'm kind of at right now. I've been working a lot. I need to work on myself a little. Yeah, and it's very interesting because when we tune into someone else's energy and we're wanting to expand our connection in that direction, oftentimes you will find that their energy mirrors how you're feeling, what you're going through, maybe even down to like certain circumstances or situations that are going on for you. This person that you're tuning into, be it a potential love match or a friend or a family member, they have very similar things going on and you would have had no idea. It's so interesting. So let's see. Message from Stacy to Katie. Trust, all is as it should be. And I'm seeing like winter season here in the background here. So it to me feels like, and the 35, number 35. So I don't know if it's someone's 35th birthday or something with the number 35. I know 35 isn't a date, it ends at 30 or 31 depending, or 28, 29 if it's February. And I heard that's because either Augustus or Julius Caesar, one of the two, wanted extra days in their month, so they took them from February. I just heard that. I don't know that that's true, but trust that by the winter time, this is her message to you. Trust that by the winter time, she will have showed up or feels like she's ready to show up, at the very least as a friend, and second to third as like a confidant or a very close, companion, and maybe thirdly as like flirtiness, flirt vibes.
I need you to draw something.
I can't. I'm working right now.
Well then, when are you done working?
I don't know.
When do you think you're gonna be done?
You need to be going and getting ready for bed. Why aren't you reading? I already signed your reading log. You should be reading. All right. Yeah, it's good news. It does feel like good news. I want one more.
Draw. Well, I want you to draw on this. It will be like 10 seconds.
No, I'm busy. I'm working. You need to go, please.
What if I stay in here?
Well, you're not going to stay in here.
Why?
Because.
Why?
In this scenario right here, this almost feels like Stacy's energy of her. I don't know if it's a son or a daughter that she has, but the child she has, or children if she's got more than one, they're like very talk back or very like keeping her on her toes. And then she almost feels like she can't relax even when the kids are around, because she's like constantly having to like correct them or tell them, no, don't do that, or, whatever it is, which, mom life. So we have beauty. May you perceive nature's artistry afresh, but also like physical and inner beauty between you and her. Like she sees the beauty that you have and that you are. Just one more. Anything else? Anything else? Messages from Stacy to Katie. 2 sons that are in their early 20s. Gotcha. Decide. May you navigate with purpose. So yeah. So she wants you. Again, her energy is very, can't you just do it? Like shy, meek, kind of waiting for you to make the first move kind of vibe. For you to decide to navigate with purpose or to move forward in your communication to her with purpose. So, and why she can't do that for herself toward you, I don't know. I don't know that it's like she's just very, almost like she, in most of her relationships, she's waiting for the other person to make that first move. In her romantic connections, friendships, even family members have to be the first one to call her. Because I do feel she can feel or seem very extroverted, but for the most part, she is very introverted. And it's not that she doesn't care or think about other people. It's just, it never, no, I won't say never, but a lot of times when she's thinking about someone and like, oh, I should tell them that, it almost just doesn't occur to her to like, hey, I have the ability to reach out to them right now. I could text them right now. Like that almost just doesn't register to her. It's like, I wish I could run into them or something. Like she doesn't realize she has the power to literally reach out and, can you not? Reach out and be the one to initiate. And it could be part of her human design. She may be a projector or even a generator. Sometimes the generators have to like wait for that initiation or almost like an invitation to be, you know, to take that action. Green light, go energy. Very interesting. All right. But I hope that resonated. Yeah, again, she's just got this shy energy. She wants to be a better version. Yeah, you may have to make the next move. Yeah, I really do feel that that's the case. And you'll be pleasantly surprised that she'll be like, yes, let's do it. Let's go. That'd be awesome. Or if there are any kind of conflicts, she'll be like, oh, actually, I can't go that day. But hey, maybe another day. Like, let's do something, sometime. So she might be more apt to be more forthcoming if you're the one initiating, to almost like give her the permission to like, yeah, come this direction. It's cool. No one's going to laugh at you. You're safe here. Something like that. All right. So I am going to go over to my email. Okay, Wrigley, you got to go, please.
I'm sleeping. This is going to be my room, so.
Yeah, it's going to be your room, but you need to go out of here right now, please. If I have to ask you again, there's going to be consequences. Can you please go out?
I'm sorry, but can you draw something for me?
No. Can you please go?
What can you draw when you get out? Can you?
No. I'm texting my husband. Go. Where's Daddy?
No.
Come on. You can't be in here.
Wait.
No. Come on. Okay, I don't think you understand the fact that I'm working right now.
After you're done, can you?
I can't promise anything because I don't know when I'm done. You know this is my work night.
Well, then just say maybe.
Okay, you gotta go. My husband went to work, so. Yeah, no calling this weekend.
Why?
Because if you can't listen when it's just you, you're not going to listen if you have a friend over. That did it. Kids, man, I tell you. Yeah. He's been doing this lately where you tell him to do something and he's almost like, well, but why? Or, yeah, I don't really feel like that. I'm almost like, okay, I can totally like get behind this very independent streak, but yet not when it's in your best interest and your mom's saying, hey, I'm working, get out of here. Like, not cool. It's not the time to like press the limits, Yeah, being a parent is hard, especially when you're on a live stream. Yeah, because he knows 6:45, both of them need to be in their respective places reading and winding down. They can read until 10 if they want, but 6:45 is wind down. I mean, it's hard during baseball season because we're sometimes not even home till 9:30, but the nights when we don't have all these games and practices. I mean, his practice got over at 6 for soccer today, and then football practice every other day of the week is over by 7:30. So, we amended a little bit on those nights, but they know where they need to be and when and what they need to be doing. They don't always do it, though. All right, so let's go to our next donation, which I do believe is Marlene. Oh, I got to add Katie. I got to add Katie to our giveaway. Yes. And Marlene as well. And then we had another donation from, drumroll please, Michelle. So we're going to add all of these lovely ladies into our candle box, glow box candle giveaway. I just forget the name of it. Not that that's the official name of it. Like, you guys had some fun suggestions, and then I think I took a screenshot of that. Actually, now that I'm remembering, I should have looked back to that and actually called it something that you guys suggested. It's almost over, though, anyway, so it's kind of at this point, it's like, what's the point? But if you know, you already know what it is. It's a candle giveaway. So, all right. Here we go. We're going to hopefully find some scissors. Oh, my gosh. My kid's in here losing my stuff. Are we seriously going to have to tear these up? Oh, good. I found them. All the way over on that side of the room. Okay. Here we go. Some new slips to write all these lovely names on. Okay. Here we go. So Katie, 2 more entries for Katie. And I think last we left off, there were 19 because we didn't have any, if I remember correctly. No, we did have. I think we did. There was one live stream recently we didn't have any entries. I don't know that that was the very last live stream we had or the one before. I think it was the one before, now that I'm mentioning it. Okay, Katie R. So this might be either entry 19 or 20 added. And you get 2 entries since you did a full read donation. There we go. Entered. Okay, and then we are going to enter Marlene. Marlene entered. Yes, you have a good night as well, Katie. Thanks for hanging out with us. And good luck. Good luck. We entered Marlene just now for tonight's donation. And now Michelle. Michelle Lynn. Michelle. Okay. Michelle entered. Okay. And of course, Friday when we pull the winner, it's coming up, guys. We're going to move all of the names. We'll read them out, plop them in, and really stir them up before we draw. One winner out of the bin. Okay. There we go. So let's get into Marlene's reading, whatever it is Marlene wanted to know tonight. Here we go. And she's got her question out. Look at that. So she says, I want to ask for a raise at work. I've been working on mustering up the courage and have decided to just do it. Is there any message or advice in regards to this decision? I'm already hearing it's the right choice. And it's funny because I'm seeing in my mind's eye the funny little clip from The Office where Michael Scott wrote up on his whiteboard when he started his own paper company. He's like, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And then it's quoted by Wayne Gretzky, and then under that quoted by Michael Scott. So it's like basically the answer is no if you don't ask, but the answer might be yes if you do ask. But if the answer is no and you ask, at least you tried, right? But I am seeing it is going to be definitely in your best interest to ask for that raise, absolutely. But let's just see any advice. Okay, slippery energy here. What's slippery? Okay. 5 of Swords. I don't know if there's been recent turnover at work or just like bad vibes or drama. I don't know what this is exactly, but something that's just kind of left and I don't even feel like you're involved in this in any way, but just maybe just what I'm seeing is like the managers or the people who would be in charge of giving you the raise are maybe not in the best energy right now, or they've been in bad moods or something like that. It's kind of the energy. So it's like, when is the right time if they're in bad moods? If they're perpetually in bad moods, it's like, well, there's never going to be a right time. But usually you want to do it. So this is actually based on evidence of judges letting people, off on lighter sentences or letting people off completely, way more after they've had a nice lunch. So like a big lunch, they get back from lunch and that's the best time to ask, or the best time to get, especially if it's someone who's been perpetually grumpy, if they've got their belly full, that's usually the better time to ask than, in the morning before they've had their coffee, or before lunch when they're like, rawr, like, I haven't eaten yet and I'm hungry, or ready to walk out the door for the day. Your best time to ask, not that you asked that, but we're tuning in, is right after lunch or right when they get back from lunch. Okay. So yeah, it's a small business, only about 6 people, and there's tension. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. And it's interesting because we got the 5 of Swords, but I didn't feel you were maybe you're picking up on the tension, but you're like not heavily invested or involved in causing any of the drama or tension. So that leaves the 5 that are not you, maybe mucked up in this or involved in some way. Even if a couple are left out, because we got 3 that are very prominent and then 2 that are kind of in this guy's back here. So there might be 2 gossips or 2 backstabbers. And then there are 3 that are kind of like, what is this? Like, ugh, something like that. Like 3 are just kind of picking up the vibe and you're almost like this observer, like, geez. But let's see. Advice in regards to the decision for the raise. Well, we have King of Pentacles. So like, I would say you're going to get your raise. And it seems like a decent raise. So let's just see any other guidance in regards to this decision to, have that courage. Yes, do it. And again, maybe just waiting long enough for some of the drama, some of the burden to lay itself down. Because I look at the, like the stag here, or the buck, as kind of king of the forest. I mean, maybe bears are more king of the forest as far as like food chain goes, but like regal factor, this to me gives boss vibes. Very Mrigashira Nakshatra, which is in the sign of Taurus. King of Pentacles. Pentacles, this is very Taurus energy here. So I don't know if the boss or the person you're asking, the big boss, is a Taurus or just has that earthy energy to him. But I'm seeing he's overburdened. And even if it's just about the drama, there might be just losses going on at work, or just financial decisions that need to be made, or, just day to day, just the grind of the work is just feeling overwhelming to the boss right now. I would tune into the energy of that boss and do it on a day where you feel like it's green light go. Because I don't think right now, or even really, if it is going to be this month, it does feel like it's going to be toward the end of the month, maybe very early, like somewhere around October 6th is, for whatever reason, and I don't even know astrologically what's going on that day. I do know, though, we have an eclipse coming up next Wednesday. It's the full harvest moon eclipse. Lunar eclipse. So, yeah. Not a good day. There may even be someone let go between now and October 6th. It's not you. Someone else in the office that just maybe hasn't been performing or has just been really nasty to other people. And maybe that's that energy of someone being let go recently that I was tuning into, because like the present moment, recent past, and very near future all feel very similar energetically when I read into a when. They all feel very similar to me, that it's almost indiscernible. So it does feel like this could be on the precipice. Someone's going to be let go or walk out, storm out, quit. Someone may be leaving the building. The original owner passed away. Oh, her daughter and ex-husband took over. I will be asking the daughter because she's the new owner, but her dad also makes decisions. even though he's an employee. Okay, so let's tune in to asking this daughter, who's now the boss. Let's tune in, asking her when, especially, I'll get my timing cards out. But yeah, I feel like for some reason, somewhere around October 6th, yeah, Page of Cups, this is child energy, child of the original owner. Definitely, this is a thumbs up. This is the person to ask. This is going to be the person to ask, for sure, over the ex-husband. So yeah, ask her. That's going to be your best bet. Somewhere around about October 6th, or at least somewhere toward the end of the month is going to be your best timing bet. But let's just see ultimate, like, best timing scenario. What does Marlene need to know about when to ask for this raise? When is the most ideal time? Negative spiritual forces are interfering with time. Spiritual cleansing is necessary. And this happens all the GD time. It could even be like the stress of this election getting to a lot of people. Negative forces that are really have nothing to do with you and this work situation, but they're somehow interfering. So just cleansing and clearing anything that could negatively impact you getting this raise, even if you don't know what source it's coming from, just lighting a simple white candle, or, just writing it out on a paper, anything that is standing it between me and my raise of X amount of money, or, making this much an hour, or if it's a salary position, making X amount per year, I return back to source, or it's rerouted, it's redirected, it bounces off, it does not affect me. Because currently there may be something that's there, which this is very common. It's not like it's targeting you, it's targeting like the collective of humanity, really. I thought about asking since forever ago. I'm actually a little nervous, but I feel ready. Yeah, and I think now really is the time. Now, meaning between like the end of the month going in toward somewhere, and especially even to after October 6th feels, but maybe not so close to the election. I don't know if these people are very political or what, but something just about the energy of the election feels very much like a repeat of the most previous election, but on steroids. For whatever reason. I don't know why, and I don't care. I'm not even going to try to tune into that, because I just don't give a flip about any of the election garbage, personally. If anyone here watching does, that's cool, and I do not begrudge you for that stance or that reason or whatever. I just personally choose not to care or tune in as much as I can, but I do see energetically there's some craziness about to go down around the election time, and it's just probably not the best time to be asking for a raise around election time. But October 6th feels like the happy medium between the eclipse and election time before any craziness happens. For you to ask for that raise and most likely get that raise. That is slightly political, but we don't really need to talk about any topics on that, right? Right. Yeah. I think it's just people in general, even if they're not the most political person, if they're on social media at all, they're getting impacted. Either, they'll read something and it'll stick with them and they'll ruminate and stew on it, or just energetic darts that get cast from the screen into you because you literally paid attention. You spent your time reading about this thing, and now it's even just in your subconscious mind, if it's not on your conscious mind, and it's somehow affecting you. It's almost like you gave permission, because you literally paid into the system by spending time paying attention on whatever the topic is. Even if you have nothing or have no care about it, just the fact that you consented by spending your time thinking about it or reading about it, somehow consented. So withdraw any consent that you did not give conscious consent to, not just with these elections, or just anything in general that is not in your highest good. You can clear these consents that we give just by reading random garbage online every single day. We get all these darts put into us. If we could energetically see, like physically see, the energies that are being connected to us every time we're scrolling social media, it's sick. It really is, and it's all by design. I'm very cautious when I go online. Especially Facebook is very, like, it's a cesspool right now. Energetically, when I feel into it, I'm like, I'm not even going to try to go see, what people are, in my life that I love and care about have going on right now on Facebook. I'm just personally choosing that if I need to know, they'll let me know, or if I need to know, I'll ask them. Like, hey, do you have any pictures of my niece, or what's going on? And just having a one-on-one connection with someone that doesn't include Facebook. At least that's what I'm choosing to do between now and definitely well after the election cycle. Just personally. Ugh. Yeah, daily. Literally daily. And if you're spending a significant amount of time on social media, I would say even hourly, even every 10 minutes at this point. It's bad. It's so bad. Yeah. And these are things we may just not even think about. Just living our lives, doing our thing. Oh, I saw so-and-so had this for dinner last night. Oh, that kind of sounds good. Just scrolling. And then you're just, even if you're not like seriously focused on something, like I'll see something and I already know it's negative. Like it's a, one of those like clickbaity kind of articles or something. And I already know, like, nope. I just hear my intuition's like, nope. And I just scroll past. But the fact that my awareness even went on it for a split second, something hooked. Even if I didn't give it a full push into that hook, and I clear it as much as, I forget at times, but it starts to build up and you can energetically feel it. Even if you don't know what it is, you just feel this heaviness, this like snappiness, this just anxiety, frustration. And it's almost like, take a deep breath, clear your energy. It's bad out there. Yeah, it pops out of nowhere. Even positive things are horribly negative comments, right? Exactly. Yeah, and there's even people like, I don't mean anything offensive, but and then everybody took offense to what they said, even though they said, literally don't mean offense. This is just my experience. Don't shoot me. Like I saw a comment, someone the other day, like, please don't shoot me. No offense. This is my experience with this thing you guys are all talking about. And it was actually a more positive spin on the thing. And I don't even remember what it was. But that comment stuck out to me. It's like, don't shoot me. No offense to anybody, but this is my experience. And like all these people piggyback and hopping in. I'm like, what am I doing here? It wasn't even on Facebook. But I'm like, what am I doing here? And I had to click off. I cleared my energy. I'm like, no. La, can't see you, can't hear you. Go away. It's intense out there, you guys. All right, Marlene, but I hope that helped. Yes, ask for your raise. You deserve it. You'll get it. I really do feel that. It's just timing. Timing is a factor. Not too close to the eclipse, not too close to elections, for whatever reason. All right. Michelle, go ahead and post your question, my dear. We're going to get right into it. For you, I'm going to take a quick drink of water. I'm thirsty. All right. Yeah, it does mess with people's energies. Use mine because I don't like how I felt. Yeah, it's so hard. Be careful with timing. Yeah, totally. It'll help. You just kind of sussing out that timing and feeling into people's moods and yeah. All right, love a card for my love life. I'm on a dating app and I saw someone from my past who I told I needed time. I don't see any new suitors I like or if this past person will come back around. I just feel we have unfinished business. All right, let's tune in. For Michelle and this person from her past, let's tune into that first and then just potential of any new suitors. But let's tune into this person from the past. You can see that it like balancing, it flipped out and it landed. I just heard it stuck the landing. So I don't know if that exactly means that you're something from the past, but we got the Tower. So this does feel like past energy for sure. And maybe you're just kind of wondering, I'm like teetering precariously, but you did stick the landing. So it does feel like this chance meeting on this app was like destined to be. For what reason though, we're going to find out. Yeah, I don't know that you will make a final future with this person, but at least you're going to get the closure with that kind of sense of unfinished business. This is going to give you the closure. And how is this closure coming in? Or what does this entail? For Michelle, the Magician, okay? So you're going to see, because, the Magician can deal with like sleight of hand, illusion, So you're going to see through the illusions that this person may have put upon you or maybe even glorifying the past, or it's not glorifying the past. It's like romanticizing the past or remembering things better than they actually were about this person, possibly. But let's tune in with these other cards. We have the Moon. Yeah, there's that illusion. You're going to be able to see through it, though. That's what I'm seeing here, is you're going to finally see through it because this person has lied to you. The Seven of Swords, lying, cheating, stealing, just feeling maybe kind of yucky after being in their energy at times. But I don't feel like the lie was like this big lie, but it does feel like that might have confused you. And that's why there's this kind of unfinished business kind of energy about it. Yeah, the lies feel more like white lies, like maybe saying he made more money or, you know, did accomplish things that maybe he didn't accomplish or hasn't even done. But like just trying to boast himself up, like that's the kind of energy I'm seeing with this. Because he does want things to work. He does want to be friends, or, you know, if he was the one kind of more pushing for the relationship to take off or to be a thing, and then you pulled back, it's like he may have lied about things just to try to reel you back in, like try to make himself look more successful or more fit or more good in some way. Again, it feels very white lie, but you'll be able to see through it. Like if you did meet up with this person, it's not all going to crash and burn, because that's, to me, again, this feels like the past energy, but it's going to help put to rest some of that kind of unknown that you've had about him, or just kind of not being able to like quite pin him down, energetically speaking, like just unsure of who he exactly is. It's like very slippery. But I feel like he has leveled up or grown up in some way, because we have a snake here and it feels like a new skin, like a new shiny skin. So like shedding of the old. Yeah, because he may literally be ready for a relationship or to settle down. And depending, I don't know how long ago this was. If this was like, you know, high school, early 20s. I mean, our prefrontal cortexes aren't even like fully developed until after 25. So you may just see him as a much more mature version of himself. But as far as, oops, it's trying to do something. Let me click off of that. There we go. Oops, no, go away. But let's just see. As far as Michelle moving forward in a connection with this person from her past she saw on the dating app, tuning into his energy. What does Michelle need to know about her future with this person? Ten of Swords. Okay, so you'll be able to put it to rest. I don't see that it's going to be this, you know, fling, long-standing flame. If anything, it would be maybe one date or kind of a fling energy, very quick, but it fizzles out quick as well. So you'll either realize the love just isn't there, or, you know, the infatuation or, you know, whatever it was just isn't there on your part, on your end. He may have a different feeling, like, wow, I'm really into you, but you're just not feeling it. Doesn't mean, though, that you can't be friends, but as far as like a romantic future, I feel it will end at some point, maybe even before it begins. If you just energetically are just not feeling it, don't try to push it, is kind of what this is saying. But let's just tune in. I know it was only a one card read. You know me, never one card. Let's just tune into any other potential suitors on this website, this dating app. Oops. So slippery energy. Maybe people are just not it, or the right person just isn't on there yet. Let's see. Okay. So 10 of Wands, and then the Hierophant is in reverse, just the way they fell. So someone who may have at once held a high position in society of some sort that no longer does that field. They could be an older person too, that kind of catches your eye. Yeah, it's like the wisdom of the Hierophant, that wisdom of the older person. But then we have 10 of Wands. So there may just be all these options, but none of them are really standing out to you or sticking out to you. And the Hierophant in reverse can be just refusal to sign a contract. And if you think about a relationship, if you think of it in contract terms, it's two parties coming together to agree contract to be in a relationship together. And the fact that it came out in reverse is maybe you're just not finding your person on this website right now. But that being said, if you feel this is a viable avenue for you to find love, don't give up on it, because this is kind of just current energy right now. You're just really not feeling it. Let's just try to tune into near future, like maybe between now and the rest of 2024 on the dating app. If Michelle will find any notable suitors. Nine of Wands. It might be a bit of a road. I always call this the Olympic athlete card. You're putting in the blood, sweat, the tears. You're working it. Eventually, it will pay off if you stay on long enough. Just that right person. You would cross paths with someone who is a right fit for you, but it just might be as many as 9 months from now, which feels like a really long time when you just want to find love or just, meet someone or spark some, passion with someone. That feels like a very long time. And Five of Pentacles is just feeling left out, or like no one's really just catching your eye between now and a while. But if you've already, you can even kind of prorate, is that what it's called? Like the past months that you've been on. I don't know how long you've been on this, but something between 9 months ago or 9 months into the future from now, there's something telling going on in your relationship status, maybe possibly on this website or having to do with this website. But there could be other potentials for love. Let's just see if there's any other potentials for love that don't include the website. Five of Swords. Again, maybe just not right now. But then on the back of the deck, we have Page of Pentacles. But eventually, and the Star, eventually love will come in. But timing is a B word. It is so hard at times because, especially if you are someone who's doing a lot of, timeline hopping and jumping and, changing things, leveling up, it's really hard to pin down an exact time frame because you're moving from this timeline to that timeline to this timeline. But let's just see if we can pin down when Michelle will find someone who will be a future partner. Let's see if we can get a time frame when Michelle will meet. And again, take this as a grain of salt because timelines like that rubber band of time that can be really soon or really far away. But we have here, be sure to consider what's best for everyone involved in this situation. We do have a family here. So eventually you will, if that's what you're looking for or to eventually accomplish, you will have the family that you want or the relationship, the partnership you want. It will come into your life. And in fact, you can't even keep it away. Like you're destined to be with somebody. It's just the timing is the thing. And it just may be because right now, consider what's best for everyone involved in the situation. Well, maybe this person from your past is seeing you as this ideal partner, but you are already feeling, or maybe even just that kind of weird unfinished business aspect that you want to see what that unfinished business may be. And then you realize, oh yeah, this is not my person. Doesn't mean you can't be friends or have a relationship that maybe, is just more fun and flirty. But as far as that, longer term significant other, now is just like the right people aren't in the right place right now. It's like wrong people, maybe even wrong place, but it could be the right place. It's just the wrong people are there right now, or this person isn't on that website right now, your future partner. But let's just see if we can get a time frame for Michelle. She will be with her future partner. When will this be? It is happening, and it says right now. And again, time being that weird thing it is, but what I'm seeing is you just aligning with the timeline, through meditation or shamanic journey and quantum jumping, whatever it is you want to do to align yourself, or to at least kind of almost take these binoculars from where you're at right now to kind of almost spy into the energy of that future timeline, future moment when you are in a relationship with somebody, and just tune into that energy, or just kind of close your eyes and feel into what that feels like. Because a lot of times our emotions are like, that's energy in motion. And a lot of times we can use our emotions to manifest. Really, like that's a lot of times a catalyst for a lot of our manifestations is through our emotional state. But if you can feel how it would be for, even if you don't have a face or a name or, a height or what this person looks like or any of that, you can just feel into the energy of your future partner, how it feels when they put their arms around you and you feel safe and loved and cared for and protected. Where is it you guys go? Just really allow yourself to feel into the emotions of that connection. Even though you don't know who this person is, or maybe you do know this person, but you don't know that they're your person yet or what have you. But just feel into the energy of it. And that will help get you closer to that timeline, or at least put you with you setting your sights on that timeline. But it says, give it 3 months. If something is bothering you, express it. And this can even be journaling out your frustrations about, I wish that me and my person could be together, whatever it is. But communication, throat chakra, secret coming to light, giving and receiving news. And interestingly enough, about 3.5 months from now is New Year's Eve. And this feels like New Year's Eve vibes here with the little sparklers. I don't know why, but yeah, I can imagine that's frustrating. I can. In my early 20s, well, I mean, I had many bouts as a teenager of unrequited love. Like every boy I had a crush on, either they didn't know I existed but I was never that vocal, like, hey, I think you're cute. But the few times that I did, these dudes wanted nothing to do with me. I was weird, okay? I still am, but they just weren't my person. So it just didn't make sense to them. And, eventually I got over it. But I had many, many bouts of unrequited love as a teenager. And I know that's a different frustration than having just no prospects, as an adult. But the energy of frustration is still very, like, teeth grinding. Like, God, why can't it just happen? I can feel it. I can feel you. It's not an easy energy to be in. But a lot of times when you can start treating yourself like you would want a partner to treat you, or, taking yourself out on dates and loving yourself and leveling up. And, it's interesting because in many ways, it's like we almost narrow the playing field because you've worked on yourself so much that a lot of these people energetically, not like literally, but like energetically, they feel way below you in like a spiritual sense. Not like, oh, I'm better than them. I don't mean it like that. But like energetically, you just don't vibe with a lot of the people that are on the dating app. And that's why, why they just don't stand out to you, or you don't stand out to them. It's like you're just on two completely different wavelengths. I worked so much on myself, like the energy isn't shifting. I jokingly say I'm too healed. Exactly. But that will actually work in your favor when the right person comes along, because it's undeniable. Like wild horses could not pull you away from this person, or them away from you, or the communication and the relationship from happening. Like it's just, it will happen. And it will be even more evident that this is your person because you have done all that work. And most likely this person is also currently frustrated and working on themselves. Like, I've healed too much and my girl just she doesn't exist. Well, she does. Her name's Michelle. She's right here in my chat right now, dude. Find each other. Yeah. Aw. Feel the same. Also work so much. I don't fit in my environment. Yeah. And that's, a lot of times it's like, that's when you need to make some sort of big change, even if you don't know exactly what that is. But sometimes making a big change in your life in a different area that doesn't involve your love life can act as that tower moment or catalyst to finally make things start happening in your love life. But Michelle, if you are feeling like, I want to explore this unfinished business with this person from your past, do that, because you will get very clear, like, red flags that this is not for you. Doesn't mean the person's bad or he's shady or anything like that. He's just not for you exactly. Doesn't mean you can't have fun and go on a date and just, feel flirty. Like sometimes it's like test driving a car, I mean, do what's comfortable for you, but, just being in someone else's energy and feeling, fawned over or revered in some way can be a boost for your energy, So, yeah. I say, if you feel like setting up a date just to see what it's all about, do that, explore that, just see where it takes you, because you just never know, All right, so I do believe we've entered all of these lovely ladies into our glow box candle giveaway. So now the time has come for our regular old giveaway, our drawing, and then I'm gonna bow out and go to bed. So, well, maybe not go to bed this early, but like go wind down for the evening. Tomorrow I'm gonna be doing a multiple day fast. So, yeah, Friday will be a fun day. I can't wait to see who wins. It's gonna be very exciting. I'm more excited, I think, than you guys. So buckle up. I'm excited to see who's gonna win the candles. But yeah, I'm when we're done here, I'm probably gonna read for a little bit. But I've noticed that, I don't know if it's because I've been using my phone flashlight. Like I put it up on top of my bed, like the bed frame part of the top headboard. That's the word I'm looking for. Yes, there's one more day. All the live stream before we draw the winner. So whenever we run out of donations Friday, we'll then draw our winner. So I guess be there early in the live stream. 11 a.m. Mountain Time's when we're starting. Be there early. If you're getting, want to get your entries in, be there early and get them in and make sure you're in so you can have your chance to win. Yeah, good question to ask. And, if you can't think of a question specifically, you can always leave it open and just see what you need to know. Sometimes you just get great insight. You just never know what you need to know until you finally know it. You never know. Well, you can't make it Friday, but good luck to everyone. Well, you have some entries in there, I think, at least one, maybe two, Banana Anna S. So if I'm not mistaken, I want to say you did donate. So you're in there. I want to say you are. So you have a chance to win. But, of course, you can watch the replay and see if you won. And for those that are going to want to watch the replay, I'm going to leave timestamps for drawing winner, meaning glow box candle giveaway winner. I will timestamp in the comments. So you guys that can't be there, you can just go to the timestamp to see who won. So yeah, that'll be fun. I'm excited. All right, let's see who's going to win tonight's giveaway for a free reading, a full reading. All right, so all you have to do is determine what card I'm pulling out of the deck. You can have as many determinations as you want. Just start typing out cards in the chat like Linda's doing. Linda's on the game. My throat's doing a funny thing now. Wow, you guys are like in the neighborhood. Someone was one card away. One card away. There it is. Anna, you have won. Anna, you have won. That was very quick. Two of Pentacles. Juggling, trying to figure something out. All right, Anna, go ahead and post a question. And everybody who's here, everybody, put a 777 in the chat, wherever it is. Put a 777 in the chat, and I will enter you into our perpetual drawing. And then I will pull another winner for a quick read as well. All right, so we have Linda. We have Brandy Lynn. And Michelle. Kashfi. Amber. And Banana Anna S. All right, here we go. Let's enter everybody. And of course, you all have time until I pull the winner to get your entry in. Brandy Lynn, going in. We've got Linda going in. We've got Kashfi going in. Michelle. Amber. And Banana Anna S. Boom, boom. Okay. Really got to churn them and turn them. There's a lot going on in this bag, that's for sure. We have our winner. It is your lucky day, Banana Anna S. Look at that. Double winner. You won the giveaway and the drawing tonight. That's happened a few other times. I think Brandy Lynn had that happen once, and I can't remember if Amber had that happen once. Someone else. That's maybe only happened 2 other times, though. But that's awesome. Yay. How exciting. You are meant to get these readings. Oh, Linda. That's right. It was Linda. Oh, I can combine it. Okay, let's do that. So let's start. So you have a trip going to see your family. If there's a message or guidance. So let's see. Message or guidance for Banana on S. Going to see family on this trip. Guidance. What does she need to know about this trip to see her family? Well, we have here the Five of Swords in reverse, which is interesting because I was shuffling upright for once. I did it right. I just put this card in when we had it earlier in just not the right way. But I love this. I love this for a family trip because that means like squashing old beefs. Not that, I'm seeing your family as this really drama-ridden family, but if there was just some kind of weird energy between you and a family member, or oh, that's going to be weird with this family member and that family member getting together, you're going to just notice that those weird kind of energy clashes just aren't there. So this is actually like bringing forward some peace and deeper connection. And of course we started with the Two of Pentacles. I don't know is it like completely ironed down what the agenda is, because this can be like trying to decide like a decision that might need to be made. Maybe even just making sure you're getting enough rest, because maybe you're like running around and visiting here, visiting there, going here, going there. And just making sure while you're on the trip and before and after that you're going to like have some recovery time, so you don't like just have to get home from this whirlwind of a trip. Not that it's bad. I don't feel that it's bad at all, but like just energetically, it's, even fun things that we do can be, like a concert. Like I go to a 21 Pilots concert, which is like 10 tier, like fun experiences for myself. But I know I'm going to need a few days, if not a week or more, to recover after that. Just, it's such a exciting, and then like all the energy comes back down. Yeah. Family and people are just taxing for me. Yeah. And that's what I see is just, you're going to need to have that calibration or balance of making sure that even little nuggets of time throughout the trip, I don't know how long it's going to be, or how long, or if you're staying at someone's house, or if you're all staying in an Airbnb, I don't know the exact situation, but energetically it's going to be important, just not because anyone's toxic or anything, but just because you need your own recharge batteries time. It's going to be really important to make sure you're prioritizing that. Or if you are feeling tired, but they all want to go out somewhere, please, honor your own sleep. And even if someone tries to guilt you, like, oh, well, you're going to miss out, do honor your own boundaries. But if you feel like, no, I can go out, I'll sleep when I'm dead, then honor that as well. But yeah, so let's see. Anything else Banana Anna S needs to know about the trip? Yeah, High Priestess. There might be some like spiritual downloads, or maybe even like deeper spiritual conversations you're getting into with one or two other family members. It doesn't feel like the group at large, and I don't know how many family members this is, but yeah, definitely going to be some fun trips, some travel, obviously, but it's interesting because I'm seeing like Washington, and I know, if you remember correctly, you had said you'd lived there once before. I don't know if that's exactly where you're going, or if some of the people you're meeting with are from that area. But this to me feels like, I don't know if you guys are meeting or staying somewhere near water. But yeah, the Six of Swords is about short distance travel as well. And I know it's probably more longer distance travel to go visit these friends or family. But this feels to me like even within like the place you're meeting and hanging out with family, there's going to be, we're going over here. Now we're going over here. Now we're going over here. Kind of moving around. You're not just like centrally located in one spot, just sitting there gabbing and hanging out and talking and doing the thing. You're kind of on the move. Even if it's just in a small area, you're kind of moving from here. Yeah. So interesting. Let's see. Further guidance on this trip for Banana Anna S to meet up with family. Okay, this one just went flying through. Page of Cups. So if there is someone younger than you, or someone who feels more, oh, it's the Midwest, Great Lakes. Okay, there's your lake energy. The family from Washington is coming. There'll be a lot going on. Yeah, I'm seeing like water. You're meeting near the water. I don't know if you're staying on the water or very near the water, visiting the water. But then the Page of Cups here is very watery energy as well. But this is someone younger than you. So I don't know if this is a cousin or a sibling, or just someone who they feel like they're in your generation, but they may be younger than you. Or if they are older than you, they maybe have this slight immaturity where you're more mature. They're a little less mature, something like that. But you're really vibing with this person on the trip. It feels like cousin vibes. Like even if it's not an actual cousin, like that's the feeling I get. Or just someone on the younger end of the generation. that even if you are, again, younger than this person, you feel like you can really connect with them. Like it could be an aunt or something. But let's see. And then Six of Cups. So something from the past. So, this does feel, I mean, this could be like a very family reunion vibes or something, a lot of childhood memories are popping up, but like the good childhood memories, not the ones no one wants to talk about, but like the good ones. More water. So we got water for days here. It's time for me to go. Oh, you have a good one, Amber. Yeah, but there's maybe even a connection or something that you're completely forgot about from the past that is being brought up. You're like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that. That was so cool. I remember that. But that could be even more like spiritual insight or downloads into who these people are now, especially the older parts of the family, who they are now versus who you remember them being more when you were a child. It's like you have that deeper knowledge or wisdom to tune into who they are as people, or you can maybe even have a greater respect for some of these family members that before you love them. Obviously, a lot of times we love our extended family members, but maybe we don't know them very well, or maybe we have a sense of who they were when we were kids, or that one time that we all did that together, or whatever it is. But you're getting to know certain family members on a deeper level. Younger sister's getting married, and younger cousins and siblings will be there. I'm the oldest of the oldest. I haven't been with them for a while, and I really don't know them now. So this is, again, you're going to be able to really vibe. Oh, there's the Page of Cups. And the Six of Cups, it's like all the younger cousins, siblings, whatever. You're really getting this connection to them that you haven't had in a very long time. Or again, kind of just feeling like I don't really know them that well now. You're gonna leave this family vacation, wedding setting, feeling the deeper love for these people. And feeling like you know them on a much deeper level than just, oh yeah, that's my cousin so and so. They do this and that, and like I don't really know them that well. I think I like them. You're gonna have a much more solid understanding of who these people are and just everything about it. It feels really good though. But yeah, just make sure you're resting and taking time for yourself. But let's get we'll get a couple messages for your other reading, but we'll just kind of tack it into this and just see if it's about the trip or just anything in general that you need to know. We flip-flop. Here we go. What excuses am I making right now? So this doesn't feel related to the family trip. So it says, no more waiting. There will never be a good enough time. The time is now. This is very pile 3 vibes from our pick a card earlier. I don't know what pile you selected, but who knows? But yes, today's soul action. If it's important enough to you, you will find a way. Today, make a decision and do it even if you don't feel ready. Listen to your heart. You will be led. So this does feel like something that you're almost trying to talk yourself out of, because it's almost like a fear of success, or even that fear of failure, because you want this thing to be a success, whatever this is. And this does really feel connected to that pile 3. Oh, you have a pile 3. Yep. So whatever that thing is, now is the time. Even if you don't have all the pieces put in place or know exactly how you're going to make this thing happen, just start thinking about it, dreaming about it, writing things down about it, taking actions toward it, whatever it is. Even if it feels like a very long away or far away dream to be realized, get going on some capacity or some aspect of that dream. All right. Closing statement for Anna. Anything else she needs to know? 2. I love it. All right. Receive and clear. So I'm getting a clear message here about being clear or clearing the way for you to be able to receive something that's been trying to come in. This feels like abundance or a blocked blessing of some kind. Not that you're purposely blocking it, but just energetically. And it's interesting because you tuned in about this family trip, and then we kind of did tune in about the family ancestry in pile 3. So there may be something from ancestry, whatever side back, mother, father, mother side, however many back, that you feel to clear. But you may also see these people in the family much more clearly. Again, you're getting a much clearer view of who they are as people now versus maybe you never knew some of these family members very well, or you only remember them when they were 6 years old or whatever it is, but you're getting to know them now, getting a much clearer picture. And then also receive, may you know you are worthy of the gift. And that's interesting because I think we closed pile 3, correct me if I'm wrong, I think we closed that one with I am enough. I want to say that's the card we got was I am enough. And yes, you are worthy of the gift. You are the gift. But yeah, this is about you clearing things from the past or just from your energy that don't need to be there. And that will help you be more in that divine feminine, receptive energy to receive good news, receive money, receive connection, receive the good things, receive ideas on this thing you're wanting to move forward with. Yes, you're ready. Now's the time. I love it. Hope that resonated for you, Anna. All right, and I dropped the card. Where did it go? Cricket, cricket, where are you? It's lost in the abyss of the dark floor that I can't see because it's dark in this room. It's much brighter in this room on camera than it is in actuality. So I will have to, I don't like to roll my rolling chair out because I've rolled over many a card that way that I've dropped. And I'm like, where is it? And I roll back in my seat, roll right over and like crease it. I've done that a few times. It always makes me mad. I don't want to do that. All right, you guys. Well, that's going to be it for me. So we have one more live stream before we pull the winner of the Glow Box candle giveaway. And of course, the winner will be able to customize 2 8-ounce candles of their choosing. Both, well, all color scheme, scent profiles that they like, and the intention if they're wanting it to be a spell candle. I can just create a just plain old candle if that's what you want as well. It's up to you, the winner. Yeah, you get to decide. So, I dropped more cards. What am I doing? At least these ones were easy to find. Yeah, I'm not seeing that other card, so I will be looking for that later. Where's my pile of cards? There it is. All right, so I will see you guys on Friday. So that's going to be the last chance to get in on our fun giveaway. We'll also do this giveaway as well, this one right here. The reading giveaway. We're going to do that on Friday as well. So it's going to be a fun-filled, exciting Friday. I'm already super pumped for Friday, and I hope you guys are too. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see who wins. I'm so excited. All right, you guys, much love. Thanks again so much for all those likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see each and every one of you right back here at Harmony Pearl Tarot Live. I'm live next on Friday, starting at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. See you then or anytime in the future. All right, you guys, much love. Peace. Bye.